Is everybody playing tonight?
Yep. Some of us.
Y'all are playing good.
Coach,
good.
What advice do you have to folks like me who are going out there trying to be athletic?
Well, I don't know. You know, I think just, you know, have fun with it. I read today I just read it. Dang it! What the caddy said to Tiger right when they were teeing off. He said something like intense, but be loose, something like that. So I don't know, but it's probably what I'd say to you. Have some fun.
From your perspective, is this a participation trophy kind of thing, or are you out here to win?
I'm out here to win. If I'm going to play, I'm playing to win. Although I have this sneaky feeling that the deck may be stacked against me just a little bit. I walked in and my first teammate that I meet is Chairman Wilkins. I'm sure he's a great softball player. And the first teammate of the other team is C.J. Spiller. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I don't really know, but it's going to be fun. I'm just glad I got an invite this year. I didn't get invited last year, and I'm thinking my trip to the Cardinals, my BP session there, moved me up, and I got the call. Although hitting a baseball and a softball entirely, especially a slow pitch softball, entirely different task. So I'm excited.
When you come out to these fan functions, do people still try to tell you what you're doing wrong when you got 2 national championships now, or is it just kind of, attaboy, go do it again?
No, y'all do that. No, of course, that's just kind of part of it. You know, it's a new year, and there's new decisions. The last year's decisions don't carry over to this year. You got to do it all over again. So, I love all of that. I love the fact that everybody's excited about what's next in the next season and this team and not, you know, still giving us credit for last year. We got to prove it all over again. I'm no different.
What does it say about Kelly Bryant and then the guys that you've recruited that some of your team went up to support him in his spring game?
Well, I mean, you know, guys come and go in the program, but relationships never end. I mean, that's, you know, these guys are friends, and you know, you have just no different than I mean, he's a graduate. He graduated, you know, even though some guys graduate and they go to the NFL. He just graduated and went to Missouri, but that doesn't mean that their friendships end or their relationships end. That's for sure. So I think it was neat that it worked out that way, and those guys were able to go and you know, support their former teammate.
Has Garrett Williams made a final decision?
I don't think 100%, but I think he's close to it. I mean, I think he's probably not going to be back. I'm hoping if he's not going to play, I'm hoping that he might at least stay and maybe be a grad assistant coach for us or something. Not a grad assistant, but a student assistant coach for us. But you know, we'll see.
With exit interviews, have you heard from anyone that said they might move on? Or
no, it's all been good. I'm almost done. It's been I've got probably 10 or 12 more, and then I'll be done. But it's been really good. I've got a much better feel for this team. It's always a fun process for me to go through every spring to sit down with every player. And this year, I think we had 104, 105 guys. And a couple of medical guys too that I'm meeting with. So I have a much better feel for this group, you know, after having these one-on-one meetings and conversations and just being on the same page of where everybody is, what they got to do moving forward, making sure our evaluations are the same, and if we have disagreeing comments, you know, get on the same page with that and why. But it's been really good, yeah. But you know, nobody that has told me that they're not coming back.
Dabo, you're going to be honored by Dick Vitale in 2 weeks from
yeah.
aid to cancer. What does that mean to you?
Well, you know, it's pretty amazing. It's really cool. I've always, you know, like Dick Vitale. He's just one of them guys that you just grow up kind of like, that's Dick Vitale. And so the first time I got to meet him was at a basketball game. Tim Bray or somebody got me to go over there and be on the air with him live in one of the games, maybe a year. I think it was a year ago, and so that was pretty cool for me. I'm like, I am on air with Dick Vitale, so that was pretty cool. And it was at that meeting that he told me that he was going to reach out to me. He told me about his foundation and what they do, and that once a year they honor 2 or 3 people, and and so he told me last year that he wanted to see if I would be willing to do it, and so I told him absolutely. And so the time is almost here, so we've been kind of, I think, planning it for a while now, so I'm excited to go down there and be a part of it. I think it's May 10th and May 11th, and it'll be fun. I think Lee Corso and is going to be there, and maybe Reese Davis, Holly Rowe is going to be there, and I think Avery Johnson is going to be there. So it'll be a lot of fun. I'm sure I'll meet a lot of neat people there.
He's not left the throttle next time you play Notre Dame.
Is he a Notre Dame guy?
Everybody in his family is. I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
He was there at the Cotton Bowl. He said it didn't take long for him to figure out what the game was going to turn into.
Yeah, it was our day, that's for sure.
How was the Hunter Renfro wedding?
It was awesome. I had a great time down there. I'd never been to Deborah. I thought that was a city. I didn't know it was a place. Not an easy place to get to, though, I'll tell you that. It's definitely off the beaten path, but it was a lot of fun. I got a chance to play golf with a bunch of the guys, and the cool thing for me, it was a beautiful wedding. I'm just really happy for he and Cammie. I mean, just everything just went awesome, you know, the way you'd hope it to go, because it was an outside wedding and you never know what's going to happen with weather. So it was beautiful, but the cool thing for me was seeing so many of his teammates. Lots of the seniors from this year were there that obviously he was classmates with, and then several of the former players were back, and that was pretty cool. Pretty neat too for me. I got a chance to get a picture with Deshaun and Renfro, 413 on 413. That was a pretty cool picture, and then got a neat picture with Trevor and Deshaun. So it was neat just to kind of get. It was like a little family reunion. We had a good time. We cut a rug, danced a little bit, and came back yesterday.
What are your plans for the draft?
Last one.
What's that?
What are your plans for the draft?
I'm going. I'll be there. I'm going. I've got to do one thing for the NFL Network, but I'm going over Wednesday evening. That Wednesday afternoon, we're going to get the MacArthur Trophy at the Hall of Fame in Atlanta. So we're going to do that, and then we're heading on over to Nashville. And so I'll be there for the whole day, Thursday and Thursday night, and then I'm going to come back on Friday. So looking forward to it, and Christian is excited about it. He was there this weekend, so I got to spend the whole weekend with Christian. Got to play golf with him. That was an experience as well. He took over the rehearsal, or not the rehearsal, the reception. Had a little solo on stage. I don't remember the song, but he was actually pretty good. So it was a lot of fun. But yeah, it'll be exciting time for him and all those guys. But he'll be there. I don't know if Dexter got invited or not, or at least he got invited yet or not. But he's not going to be there. Clee's going to be with his family, and the rest of the guys I think are going to be at home or somewhere with their family.
You'd offer them any final piece of advice before they go get drafted?
Man, just trust the good Lord and just know that He's got a plan, and don't fret about it. I mean, they're all going to get an opportunity to go somewhere. This is a very unique time in their lives because they've always been in control, of where they're going to be. They've controlled. They knew where they got to pick where they went to college and where they wanted to live and so forth. This is one of those few times in their life where they are really it's like total limbo because they have no say in the matter. But the good news is we got probably 14 to 16 guys that are going to either be drafted or get the opportunity to sign as a free agent and get into camp and realize their dream of being a professional football player and go compete to make the team. So a bunch of guys are going to get that opportunity and dream come true for them. And the same things that made them successful here will make them successful at the next level. But just enjoy it and have peace in it and get excited about embracing the next part of their journey.
All right, sorry guys, we got to get.
All right. Thanks, guys.